Hi guys! So today's video is another makeup tutorial and I am using the Violet Voss and Laura Lee palette. Oh my god guys, I don't even know where to begin. First of all, let me just show you. So the colors in here are just stunning, absolutely stunning. You have so many beautiful, absolutely crazy pigmented shimmery shadows and a lot of really good mattes as well that are so creamy and blend like a dream. These colors seriously blend so effortlessly, it takes like no time to blend them. And the moment that I laid my eyes on this palette, I knew that I wanted to do a look using the shade Smashly, which is just a beautiful shimmery teal shade in my opinion. But I'm also using a lot of beautiful warm toned matte shades in this palette as well. I am so impressed with this palette. I love the shades, I love the pigmentation, and I love the texture of them. I love how creamy and easy to blend they are. I love everything about this palette. So I really enjoyed doing this makeup look and I am looking forward to doing a lot more makeup looks using this palette because I've got my eye on several shades that I really want to try. So if you want to see how I created this sultry smoky eye, then keep on watching. Yeah, as you can see, I have some sort of breakouts on my face and especially in this area. So we need to prime first. I've already applied my moisturizer and my eye cream. So now it is time to go in with the Urban Decay B6 Vitamin Infused Prep Spray. And next, another product which I haven't used in a very long time, and it is the Stila One Step Correct Skin Tone Correcting and Brightening Serum. I'm going to use this as my primer. So now that I have primed my skin, I'm going to go in with the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector, taking a bit on my finger and dabbing it under my eye. To cover up the blemishes, I am going in with, yes, you guessed it, the NYX Above and Beyond Full Coverage Concealer in the shade Green. Going to pat that in with my finger just a tiny bit so it wouldn't be as obvious. So now it is time to prep our eyes, and I am of course using the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I'm just going to go all over the lid. Now that the eyes are all primed, I'm going to set it down with the L'Oreal Nude Magique BB Powder in the shade Light. I'm just using a random, kind of a dense fluffy brush to just go over my whole lid. Now we are finally ready to go in with the eyeshadows. I will start with the shade Petite. I will just slowly start building up the crease. Well, in my case, I'm going above the crease, as you guys already know if you've followed my channel. These shadows feel very nice. They are nicely pigmented, but they don't have a lot of kick up, which is great. Okay, now I'm taking a slightly darker shade, and this one is called Ragamuffin. And I'm going to put it basically on the same areas that we put the Press Pot using the same brush. I'm just focusing this slightly lower, not taking it as high as I took the other shade. These shadows basically blend themselves, that's how I feel like. It's so easy to make them look effortless. Now I want to go in with a slightly brown shade. I'm going to use the shade Fried. Slowly start building up the pigmentation in my crease. At the moment I'm happy with the crease, so I think that we can go in to the star of the show, and it is called Smashly. Just don't pay attention to the fallout on my face. I know I look crazy right now, but I'm quickly going to blend over the crease to try and diffuse the two shades. And for that, I'm taking the shade Fried again and just going over the crease. I will use the shade Whiskers, which is this deeper chocolatey brown. And I will just start building up and darkening the outer V of my eye, and also bringing it in the crease. So I will quickly go over the crease with the previous crease brushes and blend some more. I will quickly take the shade Crisp Pot, this one, again, just to go over the edges. Before I go in with an even darker outer corner shade, I want to build up on some of the intensity that we lost with the blending. So I'm going in the shade Smashly again. And now it's time to really darken up the outer V of my eye. So I'm going in the shade Lou, which is the darkest shade in the palette. It is time to go over and just blend the edges. I think that'll do it for now. I will clean up under the eyes, and trust me, it will be a lot better then. Okay, and so then this happened. While I was cleaning up under my eyes, I switched off the microphone, and of course, I forgot to turn it back on. There was no audio for a solid half an hour at least. And since I don't remember exactly what I said, I'm just gonna give you a brief overview of the products that I used, and otherwise I'm just gonna blabber. So basically I was showing you the Maybelline's Lash Sensational Mascara, which I used to coat my lashes. I also curled them, and then I applied the Huda Beauty lashes in the style Carmen on top. And I also tightlined with the Maybelline's Colossal Kajal 12-hour extra black eye pencil. But the footage was so horrific that I didn't dare put it in. It was literally like I was stabbing myself in the eye. So yeah, I then used the foundation, which was the YSL Touche Eclat foundation in the shade B20 Ivory. And I then used Anastasia's Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Medium Brown to fill in my brows, and I also kind of brushed through them quickly and went over it with the L'Oreal's Brow Artist Plumper in the shade Medium/Dark. So that's what you see me doing right now. And yeah, after I had done that, it was time to use concealer. I used Catrice's Liquid Camouflage Concealers in the shade Light Beige and Light Natural, because I am out of porcelain and my local store has not restocked them yet, so that sucks. And then I blended all of that out, and I set all of the concealed areas with my favorite powder of all, which is the L'Oreal's Nude Magique BB powder in the shade Light. That is me showing you the powder and just saying that it's my favorite powder of all. Yeah, exactly. And then I just set the whole thing in place, and then I kind of realized my mess up in 3, 2, 1. Hey, Yorani. Okay, so I didn't have my microphone on for the longest time, and I have no clue what part of the audio you heard and what part you didn't. Right, let's do this. So let's quickly finish up the under eyes. I am going in with the shade Ragamuffin, and I'm just slightly taking the color on my bottom lash line. And now I'm going to use the shade Fried. I'm going to take the shade whiskers and just go over the lash line with the same brush. I'm just going to take the same Maybelline eye pencil and put it in my lower waterline as well, but I'm only taking it halfway in. And now I'm going over the eye pencil with the shade Blue. I'm going to use the shade Basic on my brow bone. And I'm taking the shade Sugar, which is like a more shimmery shade, and I'm going to put that in the inner corners. Now before I do the lower lash mascara as well, I quickly want to do something, just it's not a necessary step, you can totally skip that if you don't want to do that, but I just love doing it. So I just take my beauty blender and I take some MAC Fix Plus and I spray the beauty blender and I just dab it under my eyes. So this way it doesn't get cakey. And also I love doing it sort of near my smile lines because the foundation and powder tend to crease the most, and also in between my eyebrows. Just very lightly dab. And that's it. So I'm going to use MAC's False Lashes Extreme Black Mascara, and yeah, I'm quickly going to do a light coat on my lower lashes. Now the reason why I love using this mascara for lower lashes is because the wand is so skinny that it just really works very well. It's finally time to finish up the face, and I will be using the Urban Decay Afterglow highlight in the shade Sin, which is a beautiful kind of a golden champagne-y type of color. I will use the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro palette. I will take the shades 6 and 7, and again I'm just using a random sort of slanted brush. Taking the contouring shades just slightly in my temple as well, not too heavily. Just a bit on my chin as well, and down the sides of my nose. And now for some bronzing, I will use the shade number 5 and just slightly dust the outer perimeter of the face. Okay, and now for some blush. I will use the Zoeva Nude Spectrum blush palette. I will be using the shade here, which is just a light, very neutral, as the palette suggests, pink shade. It has just a tiny bit of shimmer to it as well. So now let's finish up the makeup look with a nice nude lipstick. And today I'm using the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Athens. And the last step is to set the makeup in place. And for that I'm using MAC Fix Plus. This video was a bit of a fail, I have to admit. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm sorry that the video was kind of all over the place, but I promise I will try better next time. I still hope you liked it, even like the slightest bit. That would make me really happy. If you did manage somehow to like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. And yeah, that's pretty much it from me for now. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! So I'm going to go in with the Becca Under Eye Correct... What is this? Quickly take the shade. I will quickly, oh my god. Okay, now we can finally I will use the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Kit. No, a nice nude lipstick, and today I'm